Did you know that Costa Maya had 2.8 million visitors in 2025? In this video, we're going to give you all the information and insights that you need to plan a great trip at Costa Maya. Hi y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're a cruising good time.
Most cruise lines, they discuss Costa Maya as this laid-back, sleepy, relaxing village. And boy, we've been on 4 different cruise lines and been to the Western Caribbean many times. And this cruise port has really changed a lot over the years. So cruise lines now are offering anywhere from like 13 to 27 different shore excursions here. And of course, you can do independent excursions as well. And I believe this is probably the most important Western Caribbean port in order to get some recommendations and decide what you want to do before you get there.
In this video, we're going to include several different topics that you can do at Costa Maya. And they include Mayan Ruins, snorkeling, beaches, adventure tours, what to do around the port, and at the end, we're going to give you our recommendations on what to do in Costa Maya to make the most out of your time there.
And we're going to have chapters in our video so you can just skip to things that you would like to see in this port.
Before we get into it, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. We publish about weekly with a lot of quality content on cruising, and we know that cruising content is important to you, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new information.
Costa Maya is really known for its Mayan ruins. It has 3 amazing Mayan ruin sites that can be reached from this port. Now, some cruise ships are going to offer shore excursions to one or some combination of them, and we'll kind of talk about all 3 of these sites. And please forgive my pronunciations ahead of time. So the first one is Chachabin, and this one is the closest to the port. It's about an hour's ride there. Boy, these ruins date from the 4th century, and we really enjoyed them when we walked through them. It was a great time. So the second ruins are Kuhun Lich. And these are a little further away. They're about a 2-hour drive to get there. And they are famous for the Temple of the Large Masks and the Plaza of the Acropolis. And several excursions may go to this and to another one, which is Tesabanche. All of these are really cool ruins. And if you go to Tesabanche, man, you're going to have a very long day.
Yeah. You will.
But if you love history and Mayan ruins, see what your cruise line offers. And I'd recommend staying with your cruise line for whatever you book, so in case anything runs late, the ship will wait for you.
Another thing to do there is snorkeling. It's on the Mesoamerican Reef, which is the 2nd largest reef in the world behind the Great Barrier Reef. And there is some snorkeling to be done there. Nothing really off the shore. You need to take an excursion to do that, whether it's off a catamaran or a glass bottom boat. Sometimes those are combined with some beach vacations too, snorkel and beach sort of thing. So be on the watch out of that. That's another activity to do there.
And of course, you're in the Caribbean, so they have beaches.
Yep.
So your shore excursion will offer different things to beaches or beach resorts. And they also can be when we walk off the ship, there's different vendors selling excursions. And what's interesting is at least one of them we saw, you could book it directly to your room. And we know at least 2 of the cruise lines will let you book the shore excursion there off on the shore. And so all of these different places are located near the city of Mahahual. And as you're walking down the pier and you look over to your left, you'll see a lighthouse. They are on the other side of the lighthouse. So none of these are within walking distance. But you also can take a taxi. You could book a beach resort online and take a taxi. Yeah. You just kind of walk through the cruise port. It's not very far. And at the edge, there are plenty of taxis there available to give you a ride to the various beach resorts.
Another thing to do there are adventure activities such as ATVs or dune buggies or jeeps, even on the beach. Plenty of activities to do that way, or driving through the jungle for that matter too. And so there's plenty to check that out. It's a really good site to do that sort of thing.
It is. And they also offer zip lining, tubing, kayaking, going out to a lake and doing some work on a raft. So lots of cool things that you can do and book for shore excursions.
And of course, there's stuff to do just almost for free, which is just get off the boat, get off the ship, and just walk around the little port area right there. They have several restaurants, a lot of shops, all the usual suspects of shops you see in every port, and then some bars and even some swimming pools to go hang out there if you want to do that sort of thing. It can get kind of congested in there, but it's something you can just kind of get up and walk around on.
Yeah, and they have several of those different swimming pools. And if you are going to shop like sterling silver and vanilla, woven goods are some of the specialties for this area. Hey, as promised, we'll talk about our recommendations.
Yep. And a key thing right there is to know how many ships are going to be in port with you. Look at an application or website such as Cruise Mapper. You can see how many other ships are going to be in port with you. The pier can take 3 ships right there, but because Royal Caribbean owns it, they can bring in some very large ships. We're there on an MSC Seascape last November, and by my back of the envelope calc, we had 12 to 13,000 passengers getting off the 3 ships that day into Costa Maya. Made it very congested, very crowded right there in that port area. And that's why you really need some recommendations on what you can do to get away from that and go have a good time elsewhere.
We've been on 4 different cruise lines in the Western Caribbean and been here before. And we first came here, it was that sleepy village.
Yeah.
And then with, when we were there with, 12,000 other people, with the one pier into town and one walkway that goes around the city, it was very, very crowded.
Yep.
So, boy, if you love to people watch, it is not a bad idea. Just go, there's plenty of bars, or you could be in one of those pools and watch people all day because there are plenty that will come by. When we were in town, though, a lot of our fellow cruise passengers, they mentioned that they never plan to get off the ship at this port again. And, I would like to talk about that. If you just stay on the ship, you can do, your pool's going to be a lot freer. You can get beverages a lot easier. If you love the spa, usually there's discounts and you could do all those fabulous things. Now, Jeff and I are not staying on the ship, people. We have gone someplace that we're going to go out and do something new and adventurous every time. So we would get off the ship to find something to do. So we'll kind of walk through everything they have to offer to give you advice like this and how it relates to like other ports.
Right. And first thing on that are the Mayan Ruins. They're at the top of the list, and we think this is a great place to go see the Mayan Ruins. You got one only about an hour out of town, and it's very well preserved or remade, whichever the case may be. And our kids did that once when they were preteens. They really had a good time out there walking on all the rocks and having a good time with all that. So we do recommend the Mayan Ruins right here in Costa Maya.
Yeah. However, I would like to mention that Belize has excellent Mayan ruins,
Yes,
but
they
they're
do.
really hard to get to. But they also have like some great beaches and great snorkeling. So I'd probably prefer to do the Mayan ruins here. So after the Mayan ruins discussion was snorkeling.
Yeah.
So the snorkeling here, a lot of it, is a little deeper and not magnificent snorkeling. And Roatan has some of the best snorkeling in all the Caribbean. So a lot of the Western Caribbeans go to Roatan. Man, I'd recommend if I was doing one snorkeling day, I would pick Roatan first and then maybe Belize and then maybe Costa Maya. So if I'm doing 3 days, great, do them all. But if I just wanted 1 or 2 days of snorkeling, I might do it the other way.
Similar with the beach. They have a nice beach right there at Costa Maya. You can go down to the beach clubs, get whatever you want, and it's a little bit rocky. Take your water shoes with you, so that's okay. But there are better beaches to go to at Roatan, at Belize, or if your ship goes to Grand Cayman, fantastic beach right over there at 7 Mile Beach. And even Cozumel has some good beaches right there with the beach clubs. So we think there's probably better beaches outside of Costa Maya, but you're not going to go wrong. It's still a beach in the Caribbean. It'll still be a good time.
Yeah. It's hard to find a beach I don't like. I think, yeah, and I love the beaches at Cozumel. That's one of my favorite things to do there. And by the way, we've done videos on almost all these cruise ports we've mentioned, so you could go into our library to find anything you're interested, or write us online. We love to hear from you.
Yep. As far as adventure activities, like we said a while ago, this is a great place. If you're into the ATVs and dune buggy thing, riding off road, it's a great place to do that here with the jungle and the beaches. And we do recommend that pretty highly if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think all of those are pretty fabulous. It's just a fabulous place to go do something like that. So, well, we hope you've enjoyed this video.
If you liked the video, please give us a like and subscribe. And please turn on those notifications so you're always up to date with our relevant cruise information as we publish these videos.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.